Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing your Walking Dead Q&A video for today for The Walking Dead Season 7. In this one, we're going to start with focusing on talking about the ratings being the lowest since Season 3. And spoiler warning if you're not caught up for Walking Dead up to current date, episode 6, season 7. So decided I would touch on this again. Now, I know we've been talking about this recently, but it's continued, and I think I should probably address it because there's quite a few questions that came through about this one. Kind of a hot topic for this week. Is the Walking Dead losing popularity? Are people kind of turning on the show? This kind of thing. Well, apparently a lot are. The first question came from Freeland256. He said, "Hey Trev, this past episode Swear dropped again in ratings to 10.4 million. Not since episode 6 in season 3 has it dropped that low. So pretty much 4 years. That's the lowest episode they've had on AMC in 4 years. Maybe this situation should be called What Happened and What's Going On? Do you think the ratings will drop even more?" Thanks, dude. Oh, crazy, right? So then also you had Keane O'Brien who said, Q&A, do you think with the ratings getting lower and lower every week, AMC are considering Scott Gimples' position as showrunner? So to that one, I'm going to say no, I don't think he's got anything to worry about. I don't think they would let him go anyway. I don't see that. He's too important to the show and everything, even if the show is having a bit of a slow season this season. So this one's tricky. I mean, you're looking at, so it's season 7 now. We had 6, we had 5, 4, and then, 3. So yeah, 4 full years because it's episode 6 since season 3 and episode 6 with Swear with Tara and Heath. It's pretty crazy. 10.4 million is quite a bit down from what they're used to doing. The premiere did 17 million. After that, the episode started to fall around 12 and then to 11, but now falling even further to about 10 or 10.4. It's really sad to see. It's really crazy, but I think it's going to turn around. I don't think it's going to stay that way consistently, and I'll let you guys know how it goes when we get to the mid-season finale range. But we've got 2 episodes left for this half season. I think we're going to see some big stuff happen. I think it's going to be really entertaining, and I think the ratings are going to go up. Now, they may not go up for 7 because coming after this episode, maybe some people won't check back for episode 7. But for the mid-season finale, I would certainly think that they should do at least 12 mil, something like that. So, right now, I don't think it's any huge cause for concern still, but, I think they can kind of expect it. Like, if you're going to have a season like this, after the premiere with a lot different pace than we're used to for Walking Dead, and just not coming at us with that same intensity that they have the last few years, you're going to get people that might turn off, or you're going to get people that might get burned out after such a dark premiere. Being so brutal, it could turn off some viewers. A lot of times shock value can actually get you more viewers, but that one was so crazy that I almost think it was too dark. People might have turned it off and wanted to just walk away from it. That's how slow and brutal it was. So crazy stuff. Mike D said, "Hey Trev, are you afraid the lower ratings of The Walking Dead will affect your channel as well?" And I wanted to include this one as well, too. So don't worry, guys. The channel is not in jeopardy. That's not a thing. As many of you know who have been here for a while, no, that's not a concern at all. I do this channel because it's my favorite thing to do. I even quit playing video games for the channel. No video games, period. None. I know. That's something these days. It's like, I'm talking to guys and stuff. It's like, watching Walking Dead. All I see is video games everywhere. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out, dude. No more video games. I'm done. No video games, man. I want to work on the channel, and I'm much happier because I did that. I just love doing this with you guys so much. So don't worry, I have a full-time job. I'm working overtime at my job right now, 45 hours a week. Plus, I do this with the channel with you guys afterwards. So don't worry, Mike. Not an issue. I don't care if The Walking Dead went down to 3 million, 4 million, like Fear the Walking Dead. I would still do it anyway just because I enjoy it, even if it doesn't, do anything for me or anything like Fear doesn't really do anything for me, to be honest. Every time I review Fear, I lose about 200 to 300 subscribers, so it's not beneficial, but I love to do it because it's my hobby. It's what I enjoy doing with you guys, and I have a lot of fun doing this with you guys. So kind of a sad season, but that'll be the last I'll touch on it for this week, and then what we'll do is we'll come back and revisit it, hopefully with good news when the ratings eventually do turn around, which I think they will. Next we got from Duroka69, and he says, "Hey Trev, I think the Oceanside group is the same one from the episode Last Day on Earth, the guy that was running for the Saviors and Simon captured him and beat him on the bridge. I think he's from the same group. Do you think and then he's got a second part here saying that, do you think The Walking Dead is looking for more episodes from AMC with the way they're handling the show? There are so many characters now, probably too many for storylines with 16 episodes. So the first part of your question, well, this is the thing. The Oceanside group has set up a new base now, so we're to assume they've been there for a while, I think. I don't think we're to assume they just recently left. And I did have a thought as well, too. Some people said it's uncharacteristic of Negan and the Saviors to put a gun to the back of people's head and just annihilate them. But from Last Day on Earth and from the premiere, if you guys remember, he actually did do that with Rick's group as well. And Rick did cave. And because Rick caved, it probably saved everybody. But with the Oceanside group, it sounds like their leader or whoever he picked did not cave, and the Saviors wiped him out. That guy we saw, we don't know where he's from. We have no idea if he's from maybe the Hilltop, maybe the Kingdom, maybe a deserter of the Saviors. We don't know anything about him, and we'll have to see. I always viewed his purpose was to kind of give us a little intro, give us a little taste or a little idea about what the Saviors are like and how menacing they can be, and just to add to the overall fear of the first encounter with Negan and the Saviors, and for new viewers to see what we're dealing with. With regards to the episodes, you're absolutely right on that. I didn't think they could do more than 16 episodes, but if you look at this half, we have had a lot of extended episodes, and as such, I'm thinking they could definitely do more. They could add on some more episodes if they want to. They could go to 18. They could probably go to 20. And with this kind of pacing, I could expect, this is the type of pacing that we're seeing right now that I expect to see from shows that have 20, 22 episodes a season. Gotham has 22 episodes a season. And so it's got some episodes in there that are like, eh. And you kind of expect it too, because you're like, well, they're doing 22 every year. So, you can expect to see that kind of stuff. With this kind of pacing and this kind of style of Walking Dead, I could definitely see them expanding and doing a few more episodes a season than they're already doing. But do I want that? Not really. I almost want to see them pick up the pace, even if they had to take off a couple episodes maybe. So I don't know. The more Walking Dead, the better. But we've got Fear now too, so that's another concern or consideration. Radical Z says, Trev, with Carl headed for the Sanctuary this week, I'm betting Daryl will escape this week or mid-season finale. Please don't have him in a cell all season, AMC. Daryl deserved some of it, but now I forgive him for Glenn's demise. I was blaming him for a little while, but some fans went overboard sending the actor death threats. Did they really? That's crazy. I think the actor is doing a tremendous job this season. Probably his best performance yet. I hadn't heard about the death threat thing. That's funny. Yeah, he's doing it. It's Norm Reedus. What do you expect? Killing it. He's killing it. Whatever. It's what he does. I think he's great, and I'd love to see more of Daryl this season as well. Maybe that's part of the reason why the ratings have slipped and everything, is because Daryl's out of commission, and Rick has been, sort of made into Negan's bitch. So, so as such, this is kind of a downer season, at least right now in the story. But like I said, I think it'll come back. Last one will be from Tord. He says, hey, Trev, would you break down the opening sequence during the theme? Some are obvious, but it goes so fast. I'd like to know what you think. So I could consider doing that, Tord. Maybe take the clip and get some pictures from it, and then we break it down. We did get to see that the boat one was for Tara. That's pretty cool. And we got the new names in the credits as well, too, which is pretty cool. I love to see the Negan one. You got the bat, you got the iron. So hopefully we'll see the iron in this episode, episode 7. I think we probably will. And yeah, man, it should be a great episode 7. So I'll consider it Torrid, but I have to look at each scene and really dive into that and think about what each one means for that. So maybe I'll do that. That'll be it for this one today, guys. If you like the video, please don't forget to thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, you can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe. Appreciate all your support, guys. Thanks for everything over the years. It's Trev, as usual, saying peace. See you guys soon.
What should we do with the ones who won't subscribe?
Bring him to me.